Hey, well, it's late on Saturday night there. It's a little bit past midnight. Just finished watching the Vitali Klitschko Chris Arreola fight. And if you hadn't seen my prediction, um, I thought it would Vitali would stop him in seven. Vitali stopped him in 10 this time. It wasn't a close fight. It was a it was a beatdown. Um, and well, I'll give you the round by round. Why don't I do that, right? It was first round. Started out, both fighters were throwing. I mean, it started out pretty fast, and you're like, oh, dude, this is gonna be bad. And then Vitali starts with the jabs, and then the hook, jab, hook off the jab, and all that good stuff. Arreola's pressuring. Vitali's landing a lot of uppercuts and stuff like that, though, and Arreola's landing to the body whenever they tie up. Arreola's ripping, but Vitali's outclassing him. He's hitting him 3-1 easy. That was round one was Vitali. Round two, you know, um, Klitschko's landing at almost at will. Arreola wants to fight. There's good body work there. Good body work by Vitali. Arreola looks really sloppy. He's like really trying to do it. Arreola's looking outclassed, but he's still pressing. But his face is already starting to swell. You can see it already. A big right by Klitschko in this round, and Arreola is just shaking it off. But you know, uh, Klitschko wins round two, 10-9. A third round, more boxing by Vitali. Arreola is covering up. Another right by Vitali, working the body by Vitali. Um, a nice right hand by Arreola at this point. He lands a nice one. Um, but the jabs and uppercuts by Vitali are just throwing up. But Arreola is still pressing. I mean, he's like, dude, you're not hurting me. You might be hitting me at will, but you're not hurting me. So he's still pressing. Vitali's landing the left, right, and the hooks. He's just bam, bam, bam. Just firing them off and I gave that round to Vitali, so that's 3-0. The fourth round, more boxing by Vitali. It starts out, and Arreola pressuring. Do you see like a common thing going on here? Um, Lots of left hooks by Vitali. A nice right by Arreola. Body work by Vitali, he's making Arreola pay for pressuring. Because every time Arreola gets close, Vitali pops him in the face with that jab, or does the 1-2. And now you actually start seeing Vitali using a straight left, and then he comes with the hit to the body on Arreola, which looks really nice. And that was another round for Vitali there, 4-0. Round five, more boxing. A big right by Vitali. Vitali's tying up. Every time he does, Arreola works the body, which is a smart thing to do. Make the ref break you up. A nice right by Vitali. Body work by Vitali now. And Arreola is getting out hit 4-1 at this point. It's not looking good for Arreola, but he's game. Vitali won that 10-9, so that's 5-0. Sixth round, more boxing by Vitali. Arreola's not throwing right now for a while there. He's just got his hands up in the guard, and he's going, not really throwing any punches at all. Good head to body by Vitali. Punches look to be making Arreola more, they seem to be affecting Arreola a little bit more now, and more head body by Vitali. What Vitali would do is he'd throw the 1-2, and then the very next one he would throw the one, and then he would come right down to the body with it. And the motion looked the same, but he was landing that body shot pretty good. Gave that round to Vitali, 6-0. Seventh round, Arreola's pushing Vitali, tying up, really working him. Vitali's using that head to body, man. He's doing that like back to back, hitting him multiple times. A left and right to the head by Vitali, head body by Vitali. Arreola landed maybe 4 punches in the seventh round. Gave that round to Vitali, 7-0. Eighth round, slow start, tie up. Arreola's hitting to the body. Arreola's really pushing the pace, leading more with the left and right. A big left hook by Arreola. I mean, I thought it looked nice. I think it actually hurt Vitali a little bit there. Mixing it up a bit more. Best round for Arreola. but his face is looking all swole, man. It was like if I was in there and I was going. I mean, his face was looking swole. It was really coming out on him. I gave that round to Arreola, so that was 7 rounds to 1. Ninth round, Arreola pushing the fight. Big right and left hook by Vitali, though. Arreola's bleeding out of his nose. He's backing up at the end of the round. Big uppercut by Vitali landed in that. And Arreola's starting to look like the punches are really starting to take the gas out of him a little bit there. I gave that round to Vitali, 8 rounds to 1. 10th round, they're both jabbing. 1-2 by Vitali. Head to body by Vitali's now. Hitting him at will. Arreola's looking spent. Landing a lot of left and rights. It's like you can see the brain or the Dane Bramage starting to happen on Arreola. He's taken so many hard punches. Now it's great to have a good jaw, but there's going to be there's a trade-off in that, later on down the line. He could be like the new Tex Cobb, because it doesn't really look like you're going to knock this man out, but you're going to beat him into submission. Eventually his body's going to fail him before his heart does. There are a lot of fighters that were like that. Gotti was like that. You had Hatton, Costazu. I mean, there's any of the Mexican fighters. They all have a big heart, and the only way you beat them is to break their body down, and that's exactly what happened. Arreola was outclassed. He got physically beat up in this fight. He got smacked around. At times, I mean, Vitali had his hands at his side. He was faster than Arreola was, a lot faster. Far better fighter. It was just a mismatch, and Vitali never looked angry in the fight. He really wasn't throwing, because I've seen him throw some bad shots to really get guys out of there, and it didn't look like he was doing that with Arreola. But I'm not taking anything away from Arreola. He can take a punch, man. That dude got hit a lot. And like I said, I had that round was Vitali as well. And then, after the 10th, it was 9 rounds to 1. Arreola, I guess, couldn't see out of his, it would be his left eye. His face was swole. I mean, he got hit a lot. Did I say that already? He got hit a lot. And, the fight was stopped. Arreola was crying, a lot. Yeah, he was crying. His face is swole. He's bleeding. It was but you gotta give him heart, man. And if somebody fights that boy and doesn't have heart, he's gonna take it from them. He'll reach in there and take it out. So I don't think he'll ever be like a big time champion, but he's one of the guys that if you can beat, you definitely have a good shot at being a champion kind of guy. I know it's still kind of early in his career, but he's just too slow, man. He doesn't really have the speed. Not at 251 pounds that he weighed in at. Maybe if he dropped to 235, you might get a little more speed there. But he's not that fast. I'm faster than he is. You might not think so, but whatever. He's just slow. So, all right, well, that's all I got. Hope you all have a great evening. I'm finally go to bed. All right. It's Bigragu. I'm out.